The Bitcoin reversal is happening right now, and I have exactly warned you this for so many times right now here. And on today's update video, I'm gonna be talking about my exact targets right now here, because this pump has actually exceeded my expectations and right now has already broken above one of the most important levels of resistance. I'm gonna be exactly talking about what this means for Bitcoin. Also, I'm gonna be going over these historical bottoms we're currently creating, the uptrend that currently still is intact on the weekly time frame, and what basically our price targets are right now on the bigger perspective. So a lot to discuss on today's update video. Bitcoin is showing a lot of strength here on the breakout of the W pattern, and yes, yesterday as well we saw over $900 million worth of inflows coming in on the spot Bitcoin ETF, and there's been a lot of interesting news hitting the markets as well here. So a lot of stuff to discuss on today's update video. Don't forget to once again slap on that like button back above 1,000 likes. It will be highly appreciated. While Bitcoin was of course very boring in this region right here, I saw it on all my socials. There was almost no interest, but straight away whenever we got the pump, interest is returning. So for the ones that are coming back right now, I would highly recommend you for next time to hold the attention in the times when it goes worse, because those are usually the biggest opportunities. So first of all, our trades on Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing absolutely fire. We opened up these trades on the exact low on the market, and now they're making in some very nice profits. Further on, if I am looking at Bitcoin on the imminent short term, we exactly broke above the range high, which I talked about, and whenever we were going to be breaking above this high, obviously I said the next target is for Bitcoin to go up towards new all-time highs here, and that is clearly what is currently happening. And realistically speaking right now as well, my targets are for Bitcoin to hit some new all-time highs in the coming 2 to 3 weeks ahead of ourselves. I mean, right now as well, if I'm going to be looking at a different chart on Bitcoin, we can see that we already also broken above this major level of previous support for Bitcoin. You can see this range right here held us as support for about 106 days, and I was expecting that this level was at least going to be providing somewhat of resistance for Bitcoin. But like you can see, yesterday we absolutely skyrocketed through this level. And it was not due to the fact that the stock market was pumping or whatsoever, because the stock market actually remained to be extremely weak yesterday, but Bitcoin still managed to be pushing up even higher from off this point here. So Bitcoin doing this all alone here and showing a lot of strength, and now is pushing towards the upside. And maybe a couple reasons why this did happen is that yesterday, of course, we got some more news regarding to the SEC chairman, Paul Atkins, and he said Bitcoin and crypto will be my top priority. And I mean, honestly, since he said this, it is going to be extremely bullish for all cryptos in the market, and especially maybe Ethereum, because Ethereum has got right now something laying at the SEC, because the SEC has to accept staking on the Ethereum ETFs here. And of course, if this is going to get accepted, you can already guess what is going to be happening with Ethereum. It is probably going to be sending Ethereum much higher. And on yesterday's video, I talked about Ethereum, about how we're playing out this fractal. It was sitting only at $1,500 US. Now it's already sitting at $1,800 US. It's doing an absolutely banger of a job here. I've been opening up big Ethereum long positions. You can currently still claim them, because I do believe it is still fairly low where it's currently sitting at. If you want to be copying my Ethereum or Bitcoin trade, just go to the link description of today's video, where you can see copy my long-term Ethereum trading strategy. You press on the link and you can copy that exact trading strategy. But anyways, Ethereum is doing an absolutely insane job here. Like I explained on yesterday's video, we are significantly undervalued on the over and undervalued metrics. And right now as well, if you're just looking at the total cryptocurrency market cap, we're also creating a triple bottom at this moment of time here. So opportunities are definitely there right now in the market. And what is very interesting for Bitcoin as well is that at this moment of time, guys, we are still creating a higher low structure. The Bitcoin bull market trend is just literally continuing, and this is where I warned everyone for in the market. I mean, Bitcoin wasn't looking bad here. We exactly had the retail capitulation, which I also discussed, guys. I know a lot of people are probably tuning in once again here, but this is what I discussed in all my videos before as well here. I literally made this chart whenever we did had the dump at that moment of time here, but this has happened every single time here. So every single time we see the retest of the previous range high with a major wick as well here, and you see that marks the point of capitulation from retail investors. And of course, on yesterday's video also I did a deep dive into some very important on-chain data, which is right now also revealing that the bigger long-term holders in Bitcoin are right now actually done with selling off their positions. So we're seeing clearly a big shift in trend right now here, and ultimately those are the things that of course are marking the bottoms in the market. And honestly, I am very excited for what is about to be happening next for Bitcoin. We're breaking outside of the W pattern. We're breaking in towards the top side of the region. And just like I said in the beginning of the video, the price target has always been from of this point of the reversal to see Bitcoin go back towards new all-time highs here. And I mean, I have said this for so many times already, but of course, whenever Bitcoin is going to be breaking above this region right here, the target is up towards new all-time highs. And that is exactly the target for me right now here. Also, what is very interesting, which I also discussed here on the channel a couple days ago, whenever we got the death cross, of course, whenever the death cross usually happens, and I marked it out once again on this chart, it usually marks the bottom. And this is also what I said whenever I was talking about the death cross 2 weeks ago here on the channel. And this once again exactly happened again. So once again, guys, the death cross happened exactly on the bottom, and usually what happens after is we create a bottom and we go higher once again here. And ultimately what you have to understand for Bitcoin right now, we're breaking outside of the falling wedge pattern, and such kind of a falling wedge pattern has got a price target on the top side of the region. So yeah, I am quite excited for what is about to be happening next for Bitcoin, but ultimately we're right now once again seeing that bullish crossover on the MACD, of course. And yes, historically this has always corresponded at the beginning of a major rally back towards the upside. And if I'm also going to be looking at this cycle in a bigger perspective, how long do we have left in this bull market cycle? According to history, we do still have till November of 2025. After that, we should definitely start to say, okay, maybe right now the bull market is definitely going to be over. But according to history, we still have some time left in this exact bull market right now here. Then yesterday as well, we saw over $900 million coming in on the spot Bitcoin ETF here. The biggest inflow we've seen in 3 months right now here. So really, we're seeing buying coming back from the ETF issuers. Very bullish signal in my opinion. This is literally the largest inflow from the last 3 months here. Super great to see here, super bullish. And yesterday as well, stocks were dumping while Bitcoin was going up, and ultimately Bitcoin is exactly following the global liquidity index, of course, right? We can see it over here. Global liquidity index is spiking towards new all-time highs. Bitcoin is always followed the global liquidity, and once again it is doing exactly the same right now here. So you can see it also on this chart right here. We discussed it many times before, but this is once again exactly repeating for Bitcoin right now here. So I'm super excited for all the things that are playing out right now in the market. Right now still the funding rates remain to be quite negative on Bitcoin and crypto, which means that the majority of the traders are actually still trading quite short on Bitcoin. They're not convinced of this move towards the upside, but ultimately we learned that from the past there. Whenever we are seeing such negative funding rates, especially in towards a rally, it usually gives us fuel to push even higher for the entire market. And really, I still remain to believe that Ethereum is going to be one of the biggest trades right now available in the market. I discussed it already in yesterday's, of course, in many videos before as well here, but it is criminally undervalued at this moment of time here, and I'm definitely not fading it right now here. I mean, it's creating a very similar pattern like Bitcoin in 2020. It's grabbing liquidity from the lower side, and yeah, I do believe it's going to be probably having a very strong time, especially with the new SEC chair that is right now in play here, which is excited about crypto and its future. So this is it for me in today's update video. I truly hope you did learn something from it. If you did so, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like that video, guys, and don't forget to watch these videos also when it is going bad here, because I see the views dropping whenever the market goes down as well, but those are the times where the big gains are made here. So congratulations if you sticked around here. And yeah, probably what my expectation is at least is that in the coming 3 to 4 weeks, we are going to be seeing new all-time highs again for Bitcoin. And if it's happening, and if it happens sooner, of course, I will only be very pleased here. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.